Hey, 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 I hope you're thriving on this Thursday. It's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah, and I am back with some more hot remote opportunities. I have another part-time role. I have an overnight role. Yes, we've been waiting on one of those. I have a completely beginner-friendly role, and I have a leader too that is location-specific for a handful of states, but I think we'll all be glad to just know who's hiring. So I'm gonna get into the details. These leads have been closing crazy fast, but first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and select all. That way YouTube tells you every time I post, and I post the hottest remote opportunities right here Monday through Friday. So now that you've taken care of that business, we are ready to jump in. All right, you guys, I'm excited to jump on in. I'm going to hit the highlights of the highlights, and I'm serious. But first, okay, give me just a second. These leads have been closing very, very, very fast. And I know I always say this, but y'all, these jobs have been closing very fast. And that's just indicative of how people are job hunting. They are applying. They're not just looking, they're actively applying. And that just gives us even more of a reason to be on our A game. I know what the headlines say. I know what you're met with as soon as you log into these apps. The first piece of content that they want to share with you is, oh no, nobody's hiring. Oh no. But that's not 100% accurate. I have proof. Okay. I have a lot of proof, and I wouldn't tell you anything that I wouldn't tell to my mama or my friends, okay? This is true. People are getting hired, and that could be you too. And this isn't just blind hope. This is factual. And I'm just letting y'all know that sometimes you have to ignore the headlines. Sometimes you have to ignore the people who make their views and whatnot off of doom and gloom content, because a lot of people are just jumping on bandwagons. And I know there are people who are struggling to get hired, but you don't know their situation. You don't know if they've been customizing, if they're applying for jobs that they are qualified for. You don't know if they're putting in the right amount of applications. You don't know a lot of things about someone's particular situation, but you know whose situation you know? That's right. You know your situation. So I'm telling y'all, keep on keeping on, because the proof is in the fact that these jobs are disappearing after I post the video for, it's a few minutes and boom, it's gone. That's because people know to put their application in, and people tell me all the time, glad I got hired. Thank you. And it wasn't me. It was just, hey, I shared some info and you did what you needed to do. So do what you need to do. That's the motto for today. And I'm off my soapbox. And I know some people don't want to hear positive things, but a lot of us do want to hear positive things. So I got to give y'all something positive. So jumping on in here, the first company that we are going to explore is Fresenius Medical Care. And I always struggle to say this company's name. This is a major healthcare company. If you go over to their Glassdoor, you'll see that they have 10,000 plus employees, tons of locations, and a pretty great rating for how many reviews they have, which is awesome to see. And if you want to see their careers, we're just going to go to their menu section at the top right here, and at the bottom left you'll see where it says careers. And so now we can see their career overview. They've won multiple awards, most loved workplace. That is awesome. And we are going to go to the search bar. We're going to leave it blank and we're just going to hit search, and it'll just sort of drop us down to the bottom where we can see that there are over 3,000 available opportunities. And then from here, if you just scroll up a little bit, you can further toggle your search. You can type in remote, and you can see that they have some remote opportunities available. I'm going to get into one in particular right now. All right, so jumping on in, this is for Fresenius's remote associate support specialist position. And they let us know that the work schedule is going to be 12 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Wednesday through Sunday. And it says that this is a fully remote position. And they don't give us any location exclusions. They don't give us a ton of details about anything about like the location, but we can use our context clues. One of the things that they do mention is that you are going to be compensated based off of your work location. So a lot of times if a company is hiring in, multiple locations, they will have something like that. And it also again says if your location allows for transparency, then click the link below for further, information about that. So this looks to be US wide. And I just want to put it out here, in case this is something someone is interested in. Now, what you're going to be doing is the associate support specialist responds to routine customer telephone inquiries of applicable devices within the assigned functions. The incumbent communicates knowledge-based operational and technical support to diverse audiences. In this capacity, the associate support specialist provides outstanding customer service through effective and timely communication. And so to qualify, it says 0 to 1 years related experience. Prior experience in customer service or call center environment desirable. That's another nice to have. It's desirable if you are fluent in Spanish, but a nice to have. Detail oriented, good computer skills, able to apply logical and critical thinking, good time management skills, possess great customer service skills, good oral and written communication skills. So that is the opportunity, y'all, and you're going to get great benefit. I love this. And this is another reason why I wanted to point out this role. Not only is this going to be a truly overnight opportunity, this also is going to be completely beginner friendly. A hint for finding roles that are beginner friendly. Well, one of the ways is if they mention 0, okay? You can't get less than 0 when it comes to work experience. And this is a great opportunity for someone, and this is a great way to begin a career in a very good healthcare organization. So if you're like, Delilah, this is me, then I recommend using the remote resume builder software to put your best foot forward. This is an ATS optimized resume and cover letter creation software that you can try out for 7 full days for just $1. And we have tons of templates. And the template that I recommend for this role would be the healthcare call center template. This is perfect for this position because you're working in a healthcare environment and you're going to be talking on the phone, and they let you know that. And when you use these templates, you're starting off from a finished product. It's already filled out. The summary, the skills, the things you want to call out, it's there. Even the experience. And of course, you got to tailor these and customize them to be true to you. But you might say, I like the way you phrase that on the resume. I'm going to keep that and I'm going to add my little razzle dazzle. And all you have to do is choose your template, go into the wizard, keep what you want to keep, change what you want to change. Boom, you're ready to download. You don't have to fiddle around with the formatting and, oh no, something went to another line. You just answer the questions. The software does the heavy lifting and puts everything where it needs to go. It's a game changer, y'all. So now let's move on to the next company. So jumping on in, the next company that I want to spotlight is called UST. And this is like a tech-focused company. You can check out their website and learn a lot of information about them. You can also go over to their Glassdoor and you can see that they are in IT support services. And it says that UST is a global digital transformation solutions provider. And so they've got a ton of people who work here, 10,000 plus employees. This is an excellent rating for as many reviews as they have. So that lets us know people enjoy working there. That's important when we are looking for something that's a career. And speaking of career, if you scroll down to the bottom at the top right of this little box down here, you'll see careers. And when you select that, you can learn more about the company, their culture, what they have going on. We want to see their available opportunities. So we're going to select search our open roles. And from here, we can toggle remote jobs only and go from there. I'm going to get into one in particular. So jumping on in, this is for their customer service representative 2 position. And as a customer service representative 2, you'll report to the customer service manager and you'll be responsible for providing exceptional customer service to the UST customers via inbound call center operations. So you're going to respond to inbound calls for customer assistance, respond to outbound phone call requests, document all calls and ticketing and tracking systems, respond to customer inquiries and provide data to customers, function as liaison between claims departments and providers, research customer claims in the primary payer systems ensure highest level of customer service on every call. And so to qualify, you need to know how to use a computer, be tech savvy, and they want you to have 2 to 3 years experience in a healthcare claims operation or call center environment. And I know a lot of folks are trying to run away from the phones, but 2 to 3 years experience in a call center or healthcare claims environment isn't, crazy to ask for. And I think the details are nice. Great benefits, great details for, people who are just trying to make that transition to working from their home versus in a brick and mortar. So if you're like, okay, Delilah, I love these benefits, I want to put my best foot forward, then you can do so using the remote resume builder software. And we have multiple templates you could use. Being that this is a healthcare related role, you could go for that one if you're coming from more of like a call center background, or if you're coming from more of like the customer service side of things, you did talk on the phone, but more customer service oriented, you could use the customer service to resume template. Or if you're like, I'm coming from an administrative background and there's some liaising going on here, well, you could do the administrative coordinator resume template. We've got you covered. You can't go wrong. You just start from the template and you add your razzle dazzle from there. So I would move forward with this opportunity if you enjoy it. And now let's move on to the next company. So jumping on into the next opportunity, this comes from a company called Star Tech. And I had to, catch myself from saying Star Trek. It's, one letter difference. So this company is also like tech focused and using tech to help with customer service solutions. You can find a lot of information about them on their homepage as well as their Glassdoor. It's big company day because they have 10,000 plus employees, and you can see that this is an awesome rated company, 3.8. And they are, focused on like HR and adding their tech spin to the HR industry. So if you go back to their homepage, if you go to the top, at the top right, you'll see career opportunities. You want to look at the top right on their homepage, and that's how you'll navigate to their careers page. And so now that we're on their careers page, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go to this search bar right here, and we'll hit search. And now from here, you'll be taken to their careers. And so what we'll do is we'll hit that magnifying glass, and now we're able to see all of their opportunities. When you're on their careers page, if you were to click this, it won't really take you anywhere that you want to be. It's like a general application. So be sure to click this one under your future starts now, and then just follow the steps that I outline. And so now I'm going to get into one of their 1,000 open positions. So jumping on in, this is for StarTech's seasonal customer service representative position. They just posted this yesterday, and we know that we are in seasonal job season. This is where you're going to find a lot of temporary or seasonal roles. They might last 2 to 3 months. They might last 2 to 3 weeks. They might last a whole year or two. But if it's seasonal or a temporal, they'll let you know up front, and that helps you with your expectations. This role lets us know that this is going to be for 3 to 6 months. And they also have full-time and part-time scheduling. This is another reason why I wanted to point out this opportunity. And they tell us the qualifications, nothing crazy, 18 years or up, high school diploma or GED, previous experience interacting with customers, excellent communication skills, desire to actively engage and listen to customers, empathetic, able to provide solutions in a fast-paced environment, and ability to learn new concepts quickly, because this is a temporal. And so you're going to be working with service issues, billing inquiries, product enhancement opportunities. You're going to be doing a little bit of troubleshooting, so you get your tech support in there, and you're going to be handling customer interaction. So it looks like this company is going to give you a lot of great skills that you can add to your resume. And by the way, I want to point out, someone had asked, do we add temp jobs to our resume? Absolutely. This is one of the best ways to get into what you really want to do long term, because in that 3 to 6 months, you will do a lot of stuff, and you absolutely want to add that to your resume. So if this is for you, then we want to put our best foot forward, and we can use the customer service 1 or 2 resume template and be on our merry way. And remember, we've got cover letter templates to cover you as well. So don't forget about our cover letter templates. They are pre-filled out as well, and you want to submit both a resume and a cover letter. So moving along to the next company, this one's called Skygen, and I have shared this company on my channel many times. This company is also in healthcare, and they also, have that like tech spin to them. Like all of these companies want you to know they are tech savvy, and this is another big company with a great rating. Awesome to see. So if we want to go to their careers, we would just go to the top here under our company, and you'll see at the bottom where it says careers, we'll select that. We can learn more about the company and what they have going on. We want to see their open opportunities. So I'm going to click transform your career with Skygen. And now we're going to be able to search for what we want to do. I'm going to leave it blank and just hit that magnifying glass. And then now we are able to see their available opportunities. So we're going to get into this part-time role. So jumping on in, this is for Skygen's part-time opportunity. This is a customer service role. They give us the hours of the training. They give us the hours after the training. I thought it was great that it's a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday role. And remember, it's part-time. So you're going to be working from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you just want to adjust that for your time zone. And then you also get a $2 differential on Mondays and Tuesdays. And you may have occasional opportunities to work evenings, weekends, and holidays during annual Medicare open enrollment, which is going to happen 10/1 through 3/31. So that's one of the reasons why you're going to see so many temp roles, part-time positions, all sorts of, very flexible type opportunities come up because of, healthcare enrollment season being one of the things that companies are hiring for. So you're going to get paid training, great benefits, and you just have to be willing to help customers. And to qualify, you just need 1 year of experience working with customers, high school diploma, know your way around a computer, and ability to work occasional overtime. So if you're like, Delilah, I love this part-time opportunity, then I would put my best foot forward. And again, I would use that customer service cover letter and resume template. And remember, we don't submit the same resume twice. So even though you're applying to a lot of like call center or customer service roles, all of these companies are telling you something different. They all have different focuses. One company's in HR, one company's in healthcare, one company focuses on employee benefits, that kind of thing. So you always want to tailor specifically to these roles, and that's how you're going to get hired faster. You don't just make one resume and send it to everybody. That's not how we do it. So try out the software. I think you're going to love it. And I have one more bonus role to share. So jumping on in, the next company that I want to spotlight is new to the channel. It's called Monument Health. And I don't believe I've shared them before. That's why I say I think they're a new to this channel company. And this looks like a great company. They're part of Mayo Clinic, and they're greeting us with this sweet little baby. So cute. So if you want to learn more about them, you can go through their homepage, or you can go to their Glassdoor, another huge company with pretty good ratings for being such a large company. And I like them. So if you want to go to their careers, at the top right, you'll see careers. We'll select open positions, but you can also do career overview if you wanted to learn more about them. And from here, you can search, put in remote, or you can do it by location. I'm going to get into one role in particular. Now, jumping on into this final opportunity, this is from Monument Health, and this is for their patient services specialist role. This is a limited opportunity, which is why I wanted to share it last. It's full-time. They just posted it yesterday, but they are only hiring in a handful of states. So you just have to keep that in mind. And it says that the patient services specialist plays a vital role in ensuring timely and accurate patient access to medical services by managing the pre-approval prior authorization services. This position enhances patient access to care by ensuring all scheduled medical service requests and referrals are financially cleared prior to the date of service provision. So this is a prior authorizations role. You're going to get great benefits, paid time off, all of that good stuff. They get into more of the details here, but remember, I'm hitting the highlights of the highlights. And to qualify, you need a high school diploma, and it says preferred 1 year of healthcare service, customer service, patient scheduling, patient billing experience. Those are all optional things. So have you worked in healthcare? Okay. Have you worked in customer service? Okay. So it's like, if you fall into any of these buckets, you can apply. So that's why I really wanted to share this, because I know a lot of y'all live in these states, okay? I'm in the great state of Georgia. A lot of y'all live in, Florida and Georgia and Tennessee. We're Southerners, and, this is limited, but if you like this role and you are in one of those locations, or you know someone who is, remember, you can always share these videos. I appreciate you, and folks appreciate you too, because a lot of people are looking for jobs. So if you want to put your best foot forward, I recommend using the prior authorization resume and cover letter template. We have a prior authorization resume template. It doesn't get used often, but we're using it today. And if you're like, Delilah, I feel like that one's not the best fit for me. Like, I'm not from the world of prior authorizations. I come from like healthcare. We have a general healthcare resume template. You could use that one too. And when it comes to choosing a template, you just want to choose the one that either aligns with your background or one that aligns with the role. You can't go wrong because you're customizing it anyhow. So customization is key. So try out the software. As soon as you sign up, we're going to send you your login to your own private dashboard that looks like this. Email 2 will show you how to use the software, and email 3 is a link to our support desk. If you ever have questions about your billing or how to do something in the software, we are here for you 7 days a week, including weekends and holidays. So try it out. It's just $37 a month after the $1 1-week trial. At minimum, you can get your application in for all these hot leads. Next up on the resources list is Extra Leads Club. Save time and get results by joining Extra Leads Club. All of the leads that I shared today were featured in today's Extra Leads Club batch. We upload the hottest remote opportunities directly to the Extra Leads Club app bright and early, and that's how you're able to find who's hiring, put your best foot forward, and be on your merry way to remote work land. So it's only $10 a month, and you can try it out for $1 during our 7-day trial. So link is in the description box. Try it out. And last but certainly not least is my Amazon storefront. Amazon has amazing deals. I receive a tiny commission if you purchase anything from here. But if you're looking to outfit your home office, definitely check out Amazon. Like, Amazon's got it going on. And you can check out the computers if you're looking for a computer. They have so many options that are reasonable. You can get the CPU tower with wired keyboard and mouse for 105 buckaroos and some change. So check out my Amazon storefront. Consider joining Extra Leads Club if you want us to do the job hunting for you, and consider getting your application using the remote resume builder software. We've got tons of pre-filled out ATS optimized templates. So thank y'all so much for watching. I truly hope this has been helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.